الاتجاهات الرائجة للمستهلكين حسب مختبرات اريكسون. مع بداية كل عام جديد يقوم مختبر المستهلك بشركة اريكسون بأبحاث حول اتجاهات تكنولوجيا الاستهلاك بالعام الجديد. حنتعرف اليوم مع رئيس الأبحاث بمختبر المستهلك بأريكسون حول أهم 10 اتجاهات لتكنولوجيا الاستهلاك بالعام 2017.
This is purely based on interviews with consumers. This is actually not trying out technologies and so on. It's asking people about how they're using technologies. So we do global research. We've been doing this for over 20 years at Ericsson Consumer Lab, actually. If you compare to what we did 3 years ago, people are saying, well, you know, I can have an AI assistant in my phone, and yeah, that could be nice for some easy things.
But you're saying now it's beyond assistance, you're saying?
It's beyond assistance. It's
How?
moving into managing your everyday life more and more and taking an active role in that. IoT is a kind of a vague, abstract concept, so you can't talk to that directly, about that directly with consumers. But what we have been doing is to ask them how they are seeing that things can do, help them with services. And of course, a lot of that is, for example, with AI. If you walk around the halls here at CES, you see Amazon's Alexa or Google Now being incorporated in more and more different appliances and products and so on. This year we actually found out that if you're crossing a street, a quarter of the people we talk to already today say that they would be more comfortable crossing streets if all cars were autonomous. So in that sense, they are driving the car market.
It's safer.
And in fact, the same people are also the people who are most interested in having an autonomous car themselves. Merged reality is the idea that we talk about VR and we talk about AR as separate things. If you talk to consumers, they're telling us that, well, actually, these are sort of artificial demarcations. This is because it's one technology and the other technology. What I would like to have is a seamless experience across virtual reality, augmented reality, and physical reality. But one of the issues that I have is that even if I get into that and I can wrap my head around all of that stuff, my body is still slow in reacting. So I can still feel nausea when I'm using all these kinds of applications. So for that reason, we realized we need to also focus not only on the benefits of all these new reality technologies, but also some of the issues here, being that you can feel car sickness when you're in an autonomous car or motion sickness when you're in virtual reality. In our research, about half of the people we've talked to, they are already using some kind of emergency app or friend tracking device and so on in the smartphone. And those people who think that the smartphone is making them safer is actually the people who are taking more risks when they go out there. Because what we found in our research is that people actually would like to have connections with their like-minded people out there. So it's not only the technology that's doing this. This is normal human behavior to actually want to be locked into a social silo, in a sense. So with augmented reality, it's not just going to be Pokemon Go and games and stuff like that. What we are seeing in our consumer research is that people are actually interested in customizing the worldview around them. So that's why we have this trend called the privacy divide, where we see, on the one hand, there are a large group of people who say they would just like to use encrypted services, and there are many of those around now. But on the other hand, you have people with the extreme opposite opinion who are saying, well, you know, I've seen so many things get hacked during the last year or two that I don't believe that encryption is going to actually, you know, it will be broken again. And for that reason, I believe that digital privacy no longer exists. What we're seeing there is that when we ask these early adopters about where they would like to buy all kinds of products and services from cars to healthcare to education, a substantial number of these people are telling us that they would like to buy all of this from the biggest tech companies, from the biggest IT companies. So you should go to ericsson.com/consumerlab and you can download this report and some of the other exciting reports we've been doing the last year as well.